So the next speaker is Sabul Khan, who is chairman of the Daffodil International University in Bangladesh. Over to you.
Thank you very much. I hope that everyone is aware that before 100 years back, the total literate people was 12%, but now the illiterate people is 14%. So that means there is a tremendous changes going on in the whole world. And definitely before 1971, if we going to the British education system, I think in that time the education system was depend on the values, ethical practice, and their focus was that to get the good job. So what was the basic? I think our honorable minister from the Maldives, he also rightly mentioned that good student can create or can contribute a lot of things. But now the scenario is changed because due to cause of technological development, as our former education minister Sheikh Shahidul Islam has already mentioned, due to cause of technological development, a lot of disruption is going on. So this is the time not to consider only for the good student. Rather, we should focus creative-minded student. You know that the creative-minded student, technological fascination or technological, I think, focus should be one of the key criteria, because a lot of cases maybe one creative-minded student can contribute a lot to the society, rather a good student. But I don't like to undermine the good student. Of course, in our society, we need the good student. But I think this criteria or the definition of the good student need to be changed now. Because why? Because you see, earlier stages, as I mentioned, it was depend on the values. So that's why I think that still now, if you ask to any kids, I think definitely they will, if you ask them, what is your aim in life? I think very commonly they will do, I like to be a doctor, I like to contribute to the society. But it's not the real fact. That is one of the reasons I am sure that you will find a lot of the doctors after completion their education, they are entering to the other job which is not relevant to the doctor. Why? Because it is the failure of our education system. We are not find out the SWOT analysis. What exactly the talent and creativity and what is the beauty of the student is going on, what is their interest and where they should fit it in the future market. Because I should say that God also not created everyone for every job. God has also some specific intention to run the whole world, run the whole society. But it is a very bad luck our education system. We are not find out that who is fit for what job. And these sorts of assessment is completely absent in the primary education, secondary education, higher education. I'm sure that that's need to be looked after. Otherwise, what happened? Because as I repeatedly mentioned, and as I'm coming from an entrepreneurial background, I'm not an academician. So what I'm doing, you see, as a businessman, while I got the success of my business, so after 13 or 14 years of successful of my business running, I established the university in 2001 and 2002. So why? Because I'm not an academician, but due to cause of my entrepreneurial mindset, while I'm facing the problem to get the right people, right profession in my company, then I thought that I should establish the education institute. In 1997, I established the one institute called Daffodil Institute of IT. And after seeing the success, then I drive my educational venture in the university. Now I have 27 plus educational venture. But at the same time, that is why I should say that please, it is the time outcome-based education. I think this Honorable Minister is rightly pointed out, technology, industry. You see, industry is feeling shy to come to the education in the educational sector. At the same time, it is the failure of the academician also. I'm so sorry, don't misunderstand me. Because academician is also not eager to go to the industry, because both of them come to the together. Because if the bride and groom not come to the together, I think no marriage should be happen. Every time we are telling to in various session, meeting, everywhere, we need the industry, academia, linkage. But you see, how many academician is going to the industry? So policy should need to be implemented. Government should need to give the right policy. Hey, academician, you must need to go to the industry, and your KPI or your evaluation should be based on the industries. You see, the lot of cases our teacher they are publishing thousand journal. I'm so sorry again. I hope that don't get the wrong message. But all of the research, because in our university there's 1,000 plus Scopus index and blah, 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 lot of things going on. Every time I fought with the teacher, please go to the commercially viable research. Make the change of the country, because you know that the UN is last September, I think Honorable Minister is already agree with me that UN is this time, they already focused to the education sector mostly. Why? Because they've clearly mentioned the development of the economy should be depend on the education. Because without proper education, I think country cannot be moved forward. So that is a key reason I should say that this is the time we need to analyze SWOT analysis. We need to create the policy of the student. At the same time, of course, without thinking of the technology, it is impossible, because COVID is giving a clear message. If the technology is not present in our society, I think in COVID time, I think 2 years, everybody will lose their education. We know that after 1980, due to cause of some political turmoil, you know, I myself is one of the victims. 2+ years, we lost our session job. I should complete my master's in 1986, but I completed my master's in 1989. Why? Due to cause of this session job, there was a political problem. Every time the political problem is going to close the university. So we are the victim. But luckily, you see, the COVID-19 is giving us a very good and strong message to the society. Whatever method, whatever problem, whatever thing is going on, it does not matter. If you depend on the technology, you can run your whole education system, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. So that is the one of the indication that our society and our government and our decision makers, stakeholder, everyone got, the technology need to be adapted as much as possible. You know, the Google, YouTube, how much impact they are creating every day, we don't know. Maybe tomorrow morning when you wake up, you will see there is another technology is coming. You know, the metaverse is already implemented. So now this is the time, if we implemented the metaverse properly, without going to the university or school or college, you can get all sorts of interaction with the teachers properly utilizing the metaverse. But only the thing is that, of course, there is a 20% or 30% shortage should be to physical interaction. Of course, we need the physical interaction. But 70% or 60% we can depend on the technological involvement, because artificial intelligence is also understand my thinking, what I am thinking. But why education system is not thinking like as AI? Why education system is not developing? Because if you go to the Google and YouTube, whenever you're searching, they realize that what your choice, and that's why they are sending you the advertisement, sending you the newsletter based on your choice. If you go to the club, they will send you the club. If you go to the fashion, they will send you the fashion related all material. If you go to the sports, they will send you the all sports related material. But why our teaching system is not find out who like to become the entrepreneur, leader, creative, scientist, these sorts of matter? I think this is the right time, high time, and thank you very much, the CGS, for organizing such a wonderful event. I hope that they will bring all of the policy, all of the recommendation to the right decision maker. This is the time to wake up and think that technology and education plus industry, these three of them needs to be merged together. Otherwise, we lose our destination and we lose our young talent. Those I am seeing that they are sitting in front of us, they are the leader of the country. They can change the whole country. Because I myself, once upon a time, I was also a student like this. So what happened? This is the time for changing the society. Thank you very much and wish all of you good luck.
Thank you, Shahidul. I think that what you've really touched on is that, you know, we need to be thinking about the labour market again, and that role of technology and how that is disrupting. But also, without, you know, the broader forces, it doesn't get disrupted. There's kind of there's a juxtaposition there, and let's unpack that in the questions.
This is very important as such, because we are living in an area in which the development is not up to mark as in the West. And for that reason, whenever we get some technology from West, we must blend it so that it suits our country, our nature, our society. This is very important.
Therefore, we have to modernize education. As we all know, in the past, even in now, most of educations in the world, we are giving emphasis on content. We think that the more knowledge we give to the students, that's better.
When you work consist in managing a country's educational system like mine, sometimes reality hits you so hard you must try just as hard to find the strength to keep doing the job within and in spite of what hit you and shocked in the first place.
What we have accomplished today is a significant number of human resources. We have 170 million people. I think we can change the world.